friends, let me explain to you the provisions with respect to section 10AA, basically one type of exemption which is given. Now that way it is a very simple provisions, but in the recent past there are some meaningful amendments which has been carried out. So first of all, let me explain to you. See, this particular provision is applicable with respect to those entrepreneurs, okay, which are referred to in the Special Economic Zone Act, basically the SEZ, and who is doing activity of manufacture article or providing any of the specified services on or after 2006 but before 2021. Okay, in that case, this is time frame when you should have commenced or started your activity, and thereafter you get a special deduction. Okay, and here you get a deduction basically for 1, 5, 15 years. Okay, so 1 to 5 years, then 6 to 10, then 11 to 15. Okay, 1 to 5 you get 100% deduction. See, first 5 consecutive years, okay, out of the export. So whatever that export income that you already have, this is basically incentive with respect to export, you get 100% deduction. Okay, and for the next 5 years you will get a 50% deduction, 50% for the further 5 assessment years. Okay, and for the next 5, that means 11 to 15th year, again you get a 50% deduction, but you have an extra condition associated with that. Okay, for next 5 years, that means 11 to the 15 years. Okay, so first 5 years, later 5 years, and the next 5 years. So total is a 15 years package. Okay, so next 5 years you will have to create a special reserve, and this special reserve you will have to utilize as per the specified conditions. Okay, so again from then you get 50%, but it is subjected to the condition of reserve. Okay, so this is how the package has been styled. Now in this particular section, mainly the deduction is given with respect to the export. It is basically an export incentive. Okay, so that is the first point that we should know that. Okay, and one second. Okay, here now how the actual computation which will be carried out, it is in the proportion of the turnover. Okay, so whatever is your income, the eligible income, multiplied by export turnover divided by the total turnover. Okay, so basically out of the total turnover, how much that you have already exported, in that ratio you will be getting a deduction. In that proportion you are going to get the deduction under this particular section. Okay, so and thereafter what is an export turnover is also defined. So that definition we will learn what is export turnover for this purpose, but that we will learn afterwards. Okay, now you see, first of all, whatever the convertible foreign exchange you have, you should bring into India within a period of 6 months. That is one of the very important thing. So when you say export, the foreign exchange earnings, okay, should be brought into India within a period of 6 months from the end of the previous year, okay, or within such further period as may be allowed in this behalf. Okay, so ideally we will say that it should be brought in the period of 6 months. However, this 6 months can be extended subjected to the competent authority may allow in these particular circumstances. So this is one of the note that you always have to write in every question, that I assume that it is already brought in, or I assume that such further period has already been allowed, and thereafter you have claimed this particular deduction. That is one of the point. Okay, second point is you should have furnished a return of income, otherwise you will not get any deduction. Okay, so this is one of the procedural condition, that if you do not furnish a return of income, then the law says sorry, you are not going to get this particular deduction. Okay, so basically 3 notes, theory notes to every answer you have to write. Okay, one note is for this, assuming that the return has already been furnished. 2, that 6 months remittance or such other further period. And 3, the meaning of the export turnover. Okay, these 3 notes in each and every answer, friends, you will have to develop as a theory notes, as a part and parcel of the working of this particular answer in this particular situation. Okay, and this is how the computation has to be carried out.